Hello, Bob Lemon is in the house. This is Bob Lemon, the Lemonade Stand, Gangster or Rehabilitated. I'm going to tell you some stuff right now because I want to find out why these kids can't get rehabilitated. And when there's time for a person to take their ass to the penitentiary and find out the school of hard knocks can teach you lessons that people who've been there can't because you don't want to hear shit. Sugar, honey, iced tea for the record. Don't want to do this profanity thing, but this thing here called for some emphasis added. You know, when you just gotta tell somebody directly the way it is and just let them understand it in words that compute in their head. All right, so two situations I want to bring to mind. One, I got some people, family, right? Another state. Here it is, I was down south with my family. Had a short little reunion, kinfolks, met nephews, grandkids I ain't see. Love, all love. I stopped in one of the people's place. They got a house, nice house. Catch two kids and a grown man. One nigga look grown, with a big beard. Grown man, family. Talking. He talking about his joint and what he would do and this, that, and all. So I said, "Hold, bro. You know what? Let me go in the house. I'll come back out and speak to these young fellas because they talking that tough, Tony shit I like to hear if it's necessary. I don't like to hear it because somebody feel they could talk about, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and because it's cool, because it ain't. Why? Because I know I left a lot of people in the penitentiary that was like, you know what, maybe I should have thought this through because this wasn't really the way to go. That's after you got 35 years for unloading your felony firearm, hitting the wrong person. Broke a few laws, violate the commerce clause because you travel with the gun from one state to another. Then your serial number was filed off, more time for that. Defacing a firearm, okay? Oh, I didn't tell you, you got 2 felonies for something similar. Possession of a firearm. Yeah, I done ran to them dudes that was like, damn, I should have thought this shit through. So now I stop these youngsters in the garage. I tell them about the lemonade stand, where they can get some information from them. I tell them I just did 30 years on a life sentence, which was natural life without parole. But I got a break due to the fact that in the prison, I was one of the good guys. Yeah. Try to do the right thing for everybody, especially against the administration, because that's the team I was on, convict side. And the administration was on a side that I'm on too, because really I'm into rehabilitation. If that's their goal, that's my goal. But when our goals is an opposite, like they were just doing something because they could, I was against that, and we started fighting on pen and paper because I ain't have no win with the hands. Because you know what, this is a organization. This is not no one-on-one macho thing. So I started fighting, putting the BP 8, 9, 10, 11, Washington into the courts. So here I got to talk to these youngsters. I ain't gonna digress about the tough Tony stuff I heard. One of them is my family member, right? And the other one is his friend. So they smoking a joint, doing their thing. And the big boy in there, you know, he is also family. And he's letting them know about a gun. He got his gun at his side. Down in Kakalaki, North Carolina, they putting their gun on their hip and without a license. Different story, different subject. But in the process of talking to my peeps, I had to let them know, you dig what I'm saying? Well, y'all, I heard y'all, and I don't mean to mind nobody's business, but I'm a person that's going to help you help yourself right now. Because later on, you wish you heard this story if you don't pay attention to what I'm saying. So the guy was down there with my, okay, he's like my sister-in-law's grandson. Okay, so just put that in effect. And he's there, chilling, nice little kid, but strong in mentality, macho heart. He ain't going for nothing. His buddy there with him smoking weed, talking to him. And this big guy, handsome fella, dark brown, Mandingo tribe like myself. And he's there saying about, if the nigga would have made a move, I clutched it. And like, what you gonna do? So I come to talk to him about that and how easy it is to make a 1 second action, right? They're gonna cost you 30, 40, 5, 60, 70, months, and now we talk about years, more decades, for no reason other than the pride. Because pride is a big thing with us men, especially black men. Well, all men in general, but I'm just saying black men, we have this thing about our ego, and the other ones that have things about their ego too. No matter where you're from, what color you are, you got this ego thing. But I'm talking about black men specific, the kings of the earth. Our ego could get us into something that we cannot get out of. The young kid that I'm talking about in the front of this garage now, in the garage, smoking the joint with my peoples. Supposed to be friends, so I tell him all about shooting up and how you doing. Month later, I hear the word, this same young kid smoking the joint with my peoples. He get his gun taken from some other dude, and he want my people to go back with him to go get the gun. Now, I didn't know the facts of the situation. I'm just analyzing because I was a crook. I'm rehabilitated now, but I was a crook. If another guy took his gun from him, first I would say, damn, you ain't no gangster. Nigga took your gun. Did he draw first? Because anybody could get a quick draw on it. All right. Second, I had to think, did he hand the gun over? If he handed the gun over and the dude didn't pull a gun on him, that means he owed the dude money. And the dude's like, man, give me a gun until you owe pay that money and you get it back. So if he's telling my people to go with him to go get his gun back, he must have been one of the situations where he owed the dude money and dude said, let me get your gun until you bring my money back. Long story short, my people said, nah, I'm doing my thing right now. I ain't got time to go with you get a gun back that a nigga done took from you. All right? This dude said he gonna come back and shoot his house up because of the fact that he ain't want to go with him to go get a gun back that got taken from him. And I was just talking to these kids a month ago about how easy it is to do something and regret it. Now, this kid, from what I'm hearing, live around the corner. 3, 4, 5 houses around the corner. In a house that ain't even his, but somebody's taking care of him in. He just threatened his main man, supposed to be, that I seen smoking the joint with, because he don't want to go with him to get a gun back that the dude got taken from him. Y'all follow me? I'm losing y'all at all. What I don't understand is he threatened my people who's decided he don't want to be a part of this gun transaction that went wrong, whatever. The dude come back and actually shoot up their house on the drive-by, like he told his partner he would. This is the same Tough Tony guy who got his gun taken from him and got to go get it back. Have he got it taken because he owed the dude money, or the dude took it from him by drawing his gun on him first and foremost? Why you don't go get the dude that took his gun? Why? Because his main man decided that I don't want to be involved with that crime or whatever you're going to do. He come back and shoot the dude house when his house is right around the corner. What? I'm telling you, the mentality of the youth today, it's got to be reckoned with. And first and foremost at home. But at home, the problem is they scared of these youngsters too, because they ain't got no goddamn sense. They ain't worrying about the people at home. And they act like a bear in the house too. So now the situation come out. When is the time where a kid just need to be in prison? Because when I was in prison with people, we didn't never say, well, I didn't meet nobody because I don't know everybody in prison. But a lot of people wasn't saying they shouldn't be in jail. And most people was talking about the fact that the time was disproportionate to the crime, which the government really realized, because it was nonviolent drug offenders for the most part. This guy went and shot up a house on a drive-by with civilians in it. The youngster was not even living in that house. I was just his family house that he knew, and the dude knew was there. He wasn't even home. So civilians gonna call the police because that's what they're supposed to do. They pay taxes for a person to be protected by the government. Here it is, the dude. I can't even imagine why. Because I don't know. The youngsters I hung out with when I was younger, we didn't just lose our mind about stuff. And we did things that was like you didn't think about it. That wasn't thought. But stuff like this, you live around a house, you get ready to shoot a civilian's house, and you know your man don't even live there, and therefore you just told him, oh, because you don't want to come with me, all right, no, I'm going to shoot up your house. They getting ready to fight right there. The dude, my peoples and him was about to fight right there. Neighbor came and broke it up because, neighbor was close by. The conversation happened right outside the garage where a camera from the neighbor house picked up and heard everything. Was hearing everything. So what this kid was thinking about when he decided to come back after the witness was the neighbor who heard him saying what he's going to do, and the other kid jumped up to ready to rumble now. But a month ago when I was down there, these two kids were smoking weed and talking in front of the garage. And another big dude, family, came over and was talking about something that happened to him with his gun on his side. And I explained to them about how easy it is to make a mistake. And the next thing you know, you can't come up from it. Now this dude here is a fugitive because the Popo looking for him because the civilians call Popo police as they should. And the youngster, he ready to take a position on that, which is people was telling him, no, stay away from the issue, leave it alone. Because remember, the youngster was going to fight him in there for just threatening right in front of the place. Why do kids not think things through? Is it that, because when you talk to them, they're not retarded. Because I talked to the kids, both of them inside there. He ain't retarded. He ain't got a disability of mental judgment. Which then, after that, you can't excuse up to a point. But I always said it, we always say, this nigga ain't crazy. He playing crazy in the prison, in the big house. You know why? Because he's standing for the 4 o'clock count when the police come bang the door, he's standing up. If he was crazy, he'd never stand up. So he know a little bit about what he don't want to get dragged out of that cell and took him down to the hole or beat up or whatever the police do to you. So now this kid who's a fugitive now running around what the Popo looking for. What I said the other day to him and the other 2 parties that was there about how easy it is to mess your life up on a nothing. No money involved, no this, that, no. Just because I don't want to be with you when you ready to do something you got to do, that's your business. And why you want to take a witness with him anyway? If he going back to get a gun, you dig what I'm saying? It might be drama, who knows? Why you want anybody to be a witness there? Tough Tony dudes, man, I go by myself, straighten that business out. However he had lost the gun that he wants somebody to go back with him to get. So I'm trying to figure this out. I'm hoping somebody here in a minute, later on, when we start going live with comments and address these issues for me with something I can't see. I got experience enough to see all of this. Is it that these people think they can't get caught? But then this is how you're not gonna get caught. You live right around the corner. Is that their emotion take place and then they say, I don't care about, ain't nobody do nothing to him. He was just told, nah, I ain't going with you. By a kid that's wise enough to realize this ain't one of these things that I ride or die with my buddy. Got your gun, go get your gun back, nigga. And evidently now you got another gun because you came and shot up someone. If you got another gun to do that, you don't need nobody with you when you go take care of your business. It make older fellas that's out there doing the right thing. When we run up against youth like that, we like, damn, they don't got no logic or reason with them. So I can't even hesitate with them when they act like they're gonna do something to me. And that's when the older fella do something to a youngster off the top. Because we say these dudes is dangerous. Why? Because they don't think. And he can't, and we, as older people, I'm talking about me, myself, and all the older OGs out there, we ain't being no victims to no young boys. We don't have no time for that. So me as a peacekeeper, You might want to stay away from a situation, or I'm going to come to it prepared with the mentality of that. These people, maybe I can reason with some of them to help them stop the gap between this violence with that group and that group. But at all times, you got to know how they say in the ring, protect yourself at all times. At all times. The referee tell you that. You know? I'm kind of hurt and saddened by the fact that there's nothing I said to them, that dude in the garage, to make him think about it later, where it dwelled in his mind. If he had went and seen the podcast like I gave him the podcast, so go check it out. Whatever he saw in the podcast went through one ear and out the other. Because now, you got a warrant. The best thing that could happen to him be arrested. Because if you don't get arrested, then you're walking around and there's a couple of people feel like you violated their family and they might be looking for you too. That ain't the case, as far as I know. They leaving it up to the law. Good thing, you know? Another situation. When a youngster just do something, he steal a car from his family, cause all kind of ruckus in the house, don't got a job, stay in another family place, they know where he live at, and he stole the car. Do he not know that the police gonna be looking for him? And he got nowhere else to go. Why would he do that and got no resources anywhere else and know the police gonna be looking for him for the stolen car? This shit crazy. That's why women ain't safe on the street alone, because these guys is out here. That's why. That's why women, if you go out, you can carry mace, carry a knife, carry stun guns, carry everything you can with you. Especially if you by yourself in areas that's not cool. Because these dudes out here is more than different. I know they're different, but there's something in here that's not connecting. When that is the situation, ain't nobody safe. And the reason why I know they ain't crazy totally, because if somebody's just Majnoon, what you call a person that can't differentiate between right or wrong, and then they be doing stuff out there in the street that, you know, would have been locked them up, you know. But they just the people that don't think when it comes to decision-making time. And they ain't got no what you call respect for their own life. So you know they can respect others. If you're on the train, ladies, and dudes too, and a dude come past you with mental illness, this, that, and other, be on your guard and be ready to act. I watched on the news one day that it was a man walking past, sitting on the bench. No, he's sitting on a crate on a busy street walk and sidewalk. People walking past. He just took out a knife and sliced the girl lady in the stomach and actually sat back down. This is in New York City. You know, I'm in Harlem all day and all night for the most part until I go abroad because I move around. What is the answer to this question? There can't be enough police officers everywhere. We didn't know they put enough cameras to catch something after the fact. Who would want somebody to get caught after the fact? After the fact, it'll make a difference if the nephew dead or somebody dead, you know, in the family. Don't nobody, after the fact, the police catch a person, that's not going to bring nobody back. So that's why I be trying to catch the youth before he do all this foolishness and then be wondering, woe is me. I know in the big house, a dude come up in there for molesting a child, raping a woman. They get their ass beat. They get stabbed and cut, and this is from the feds. Might get cut up, get robbed for sure. Your stuff is already gone out your locker. And they're going to do something to you. Somebody find out you hit your mother or hurt your mom or hurt an old lady, you're getting it on GP. They're going to do something. You got a rape on your charge? They ain't even trying to hear your explanation of what it is. They're going to do something to you. Now, that's street justice. Right or wrong, I can't tell you my opinion right now because I'll have to know a lot of particulars about the individual issue. But as a whole, street justice works. It works sometimes because it's a deterrent for anybody else to be doing that foolishness out there and think you're going to come up in a big house and you safe. You ain't safe. Because when you come and we say, we heard what you did, this nigga here think he going to be hanging around us comfortable? We don't play that. That's for the record for you so-called gangsters that be doing the worst things, and abusing women and children, this, that, and the other, right? You're not going to have a nice day up in the feds. And I know the state is kind of wild, too. So really, if they hear that, you're giving them opportunity to say, yeah, you're going to be a victim now. We're going to get you. And we're going to get you because we left family out there that you didn't do something to ours, but you could have. And that's one of the reasons why the boys in the big houses don't play. When you come up there for abusing women, children, and doing some stuff that we just think is unprinciplated when it comes to living as a youngster in the hood. I tell you all this right now. So the ones that hear this, that ain't did the stupid stuff yet, think about it. Because sometimes you think you get away with something. I know Alamoto the one, the avenger of all, the creator of heavens and earth, he got you too. All day and all night. But we're talking about mankind who decide that you're going to have to get some retribution from them. That you got a price to pay. That it ain't going to be a sweet walk in the park now that you done got here with us. You know? It's a hurting thing, man, to see young lives wasted. I know I got a Too Young to Die campaign with Matt D. Salam and EugeneDesign.com. And one of the things we try and do is reach out to the youth a lot of times and these old fools, right? So they can get some perspective on how to make better decisions so they won't harm humanity just for no reason at all. And ain't no money involved in this stuff I told you about that this youth did. And I had first-hand knowledge of talking to this person and looking them in the face. And I say first-hand because sometimes it comes from somebody else, you hear a story. I was right there talking to this kid, chilling with his homie. And that tells you guys out there, when somebody say they're a friend, you better analyze that very clearly. Now he wanted me to go ride and die with you. I chose not to go ride and die with you because what you was going on seemed like a foolish issue that should be your own problem. And because I didn't put my life on the line or put myself in jeopardy for you, you come and you fire pistols at my family's house. That's how much of a so-called friend you wanted me to be to you. But now you show me how you are to me. The best thing the person could have did, if the person don't want to go ride and die with you on your foolishness, could say, nah, I know you're not the type of person I want to hang out with. Because you ain't going to go with me whether I'm right or wrong. You see? That was the best thing the youngster could have did, instead of coming back and firing pistols at a house. That the person that was supposed to be his man, that he's crossing, ain't even there. Decision making. Wow. And this kid that did that, his father's not in the house. He don't have a father in his household. To be frank with you, he don't have a mother in the household because this kid here is one that's adopted. He was in foster care, something to that effect. So a parent and a family and took him in around the block, and he ain't got no regard for the fact that he gonna lose that family because now they should be scared to death for him as well. Where's the judgment of the youth at? I can't picture. I had some youngsters that ran with me, and I ran with them when we was younger, and we did some dumb sugar honey iced tea. Ain't no two ways about that. Never will we put ourselves in that type of predicament without analyzing something of the situation. So we might have been bad youth because we was in an environment that corrupted us from day one, but not stupid. This is Bob Lemon. This is the Lemonade Stand, Gangster Rehabilitated. I say this stuff out of love. Youngsters, analyze the moves you make because when you make it, you can't go back. Done deal. You know, sit in front of the judge and say, Your Honor, I did this because of. The judge gonna say, well, this is what I'm gonna do because of. Stay here for so long till you can figure it out. And then, you know, all the woes and the regrets, you can't change it. Peace, I'm Bob Lemon. I'll get back at you. My heart aches for this situation. And you know what? Vengeance, everybody be thinking vengeance when something happened. figure out if that's the best recourse always. And forgiveness happens to be a good path too. One love.